Hello, how you guys doing? James here. Hope get, hope you having a good day. Hope my camera don't burn on me. Can't wait to get this camera fixed on this device. But anyway, I have a statement question. It's like, when are we gonna get to a point in time where we see somebody we like to date or have a relationship? When are we gonna stop making this an issue about interracial relationship? Why is it such a big deal? We, why is it that people can't just be happy and just leave it alone? I just don't understand. But anyway, I'm gonna get back with more of my commentary.
Oh, wait a minute. Now you're bringing up the argument. That's a lame, bro. That's lame.
Am I crazy for saying I will not date a black man that dates white women? And I'm not saying like you can have never dated a white woman. I'm just saying if you continuously date white women more than you date black women, I don't want to date you. And I feel like I've run into this issue my entire life. Like I went to a PWI. I grew up in like a white suburban area. Like I am very familiar with black men that want to date white women, but through my experiences and seeing the patterns that I see from black men that date white women, I just know that that's not for me. Like the characteristics of that type of man is not the man that I see being my partner. And I like try not to stereotype people or like put them in a box because I truly don't think that all black men that date white women or like have a preference of white women are this way. I'm just saying I've noticed it enough for it to be an issue with me, and like
I don't like stereotyping people. Well, I'm gonna do it.
I just have noticed that those men tend to be uncomfortable in their blackness. They tend to be a little bit more insecure. I typically intimidate them, which I don't really understand because I'm like so nice. And I also just noticed that like they don't really respect women, not even just black women. They specifically disrespect black women more, but like they don't typically respect women at all. And that's definitely not the kind of person I'm interested in dating. So I want to know from other black women, is this crazy to say? Like, is this a crazy standard to have? Because I've always been like this. I've always said I refuse to date a black man that dates white women, but
Why would a black man who only dates white women be interested in you? That's question number one. I don't think it's crazy to not want to date black men who only date white women. But again, you wouldn't come into contact because you don't want to date them and they don't want to date you. But if I had to guess, you don't like black men who have dated white women in general. That would upset you. If I had to guess. If he's dating 5 people and 2 of them were white, I think that would upset you. Now the reason why I say I don't think it's a problem in relation to black women who don't want to date black men who only date white women, it's the same logic I have for black men, right? I wouldn't date a white woman, for example, who only dates black men. That is weird. That is very odd behavior. And oftentimes, not only do they only date black men, but they really hate white men. They hate their own men. I don't understand that. So if that's how these black women are seeing it, I don't have a problem with it. The problem comes again with a lot of these women who look at a man's past. He's dated 3 black women, 3 white women, 4 black women, 2 white women. That's a problem for them. That doesn't make sense. 4 black women, 2 white women. That's a problem for them. That doesn't make sense.
So one of my main problems with hoes or people who push the hoe agenda is that they never tell you the side effects of being a hoe. They never brag about their STDs. They brag about how much fun they had when they went to Jamaica. They brag about how much freedom they feel like they have, how liberated they feel like they are, but they never talk about their STDs. They never talk about the treatment that they got. They never talk about the pills they had to take for important for how many days, how many weeks. They never talked about when they initially got HIV and how their body, reacted to it. They never talk about, how every few months they have outbreaks. They never talk about their STDs, but they're steady trying to push the hookup culture and trying to tell you how you need to clean your vagina so that, it's smelling right for the next man. They never tell you, the side effects. I just find that very interesting. Tell us the whole story, please. All the women on Whole Talk, please tell us the whole story.
Don't forget about the abortions, okay? Don't forget about the kids who don't know their dads, okay? There's a lot of side effects. Don't forget about the mental illness. There is a lot of side effects.
I can't be the only female that's tired of men reading from a script. What you doing? What you up to? Have you eaten? How's your day been? It's the same questions, but just different men. What about what has shaped you into the person you are today? Or what's one thing that you reminisce about, whether it's good or bad? Or if there's one moment in your life that you can change or rewrite history, what would it be? I just want to know more about you as a person, your character. I'm not here for surface level conversation. If that's all you can provide, then just keep it moving.
Am I tripping? Or does that video read like this video?
Straight honesty, because y'all know I'm not a fucking liar. I generally don't be having sex no more, and I be catching bodies because y'all don't know how to have sex, and y'all be a waste of a fucking nut. Matter of fact, I don't even get a nut off. That's how boring y'all dick is. Don't nobody know how to have sex, and that shit is boring as fuck. We all grown as fuck, bitch. I don't want to sit here and just give you head and fuck. Bitch, I'm grown, bitch. I done had too much sex in my life for you to do. What? Bitch, you're boring. You're boring. Oh, God. Niggas don't even play with the pussy anymore. Like, what? My nigga, what? Talking about some head and sex, nigga, 5 minutes. Fuck I'ma do with that, bitch? I thought we was supposed to be fucking. Whole time it was a quickie. I mean, give myself a pat on the back for keeping them walls intact, but hello. I would like some more. Y'all are boring me. Y'all bore my soul out. The fuck, my pussy is bored. The fuck? My rolls done did more than the last 5 niggas. That is embarrassing. How y'all gonna let a toy beat y'all up? I don't wanna freak, I wanna slap. Tongue and all. And this butthole nigga, the fuck wrong with y'all?
One thing I would never do when I'm dating is entertain a woman who has dating fatigue. Because why are we the same age and you're burnt out already? What have you been doing? You know everything everyone's gonna say that you just been here. Okay. I'm not interested.
This nigga got me giving clothes. Now I'm blowing up the phone.
Okay, that was interesting. Let's go to this one.
If you're thinking of quitting your job and starting your own business, but you're not sure what kind of business to start,
Hey, black man. I love you. I appreciate you. I enjoy you.
There's no species on this planet that loves a black man more than a white woman. What is your biggest ick?
My biggest ick, I feel like people should know this already, but just white guys. I don't like a white man, I'm sorry. Once you go black, you never go back.
Out of all the races in the world, out of all the ethnicities in the world, there's only a white woman who fantasizes and has a fetish over a black man. Bro, these white things literally daydream about having mixed race babies. Any other female ethnicity that gets with a black man, more times it's gonna be out of pure love. They fuck with each other, you get me, bro. But you see a white woman, these gal fantasize. You could be a dead black you can be clapped butters, but as long as you're black, it's cool. They fantasize. It's like they will be worshipping this. I don't know, maybe I'm bugging. You gotta let me know in the comment section.
so for you, black guys or white guys?
Black guys.
Can you elaborate as to why specifically black guys?
Yes, black guys are melanated, and I want my children to survive, and I know that the only way for them to survive in the future is for them to have melanin in their skin. So that's a way for me to, make my legacy continue.
Okay, I like that answer. That's actually a really unique answer.
Brethren, wagwan. You're good, I'm good too. Now, there is something I want to talk today. It's a by the way. It's a by the way topic. White women are quietly leaving white men and falling in love with black men. It is romantic topic, but I saw it has a meaning. So that's what I'm going to talk about today. It is something that has been happening silently, but it is real, it is global. And this shift, it is shaking the white supremacy because they can't keep up. But the reason why I've decided to talk about this one, there's a black American who told me, a black American lady who told me that don't fall for this love of black and white, because we have good white people, but once you invite them in your house, the other bad white people will come. I know you're watching this video, and before I go down to this video, I want you to watch these clips first, and then we come back and we talk. I hate to talk to you. I'm just ranting today. No hard feelings. Let's watch this one.
I prefer to date black men. This bothers more people than it should. I don't just date black men, but when I share this with other people, they want to know why. Why would a white woman want to date a black man so much? The same reason I would want to date any other race. I do think that there are certain traits and characteristics that black men hold that attract me more, and they're attracted to me, and we just click and it's a thing. But overall, it just seems that I have connection and chemistry with black men than other races. I'm at a point in my life where I want someone that I can grow old with, that I can have a future with. I really don't care what the race is. I'm not saying that this is their intentions because I don't know them. But usually when something like this is asked, there is no right answer. So often, when a white woman shares that she prefers to date black men, it is then a firing show against the white woman and against black men. It's okay for you to not understand why a white woman would want to date a black man. It's not yours to understand. And it's also okay to keep those thoughts in your head.
Most white women are interested in black guys. More white women are openly dating black men, and it's not by accident. This growing interest comes from a mix of attraction, exposure, and changing mindsets. Many white women find black men physically appealing, confident, and emotionally expressive. With the global influence of black culture through music, fashion, and sports, curiosity has turned into genuine interest. It's also about feeling valued. Some white women say they feel more appreciated by black men, respected, seen, and loved in ways they didn't expect. This shift isn't about a trend or fetish. It's a sign of progress, where people are choosing love beyond race.
I think my type is physically the opposite of me, so dark hair, dark skin, dark eyes. Like, that's what I like.
Black men or white men? You want the Morris Chestnut or the Ashton Kutcher?
Nah, give me a black man for sure. Give me a black man. Yeah.
Why?
Because I'm not really the type, okay, to date a white man. No.
No, Ashton Kutcher for you?
Honestly, even in my own race, like, you know, like, I can't date a light skin, like, I can't. Gotta dress, you know, that caramel. You know, that little chocolate,
So what you like about black men?
Everything. It's not one specific thing, it's everything. Everything comes with everything. With everything, for sure.
It's gonna sound so ridiculous and so white girl-ish.
Let me hear it.
But I would say I've been like this basically since I knew I was attracted to men.
Yeah.
That I kind of was attracted to a darker skin color.
Let's say that again. What kind of skin color was you attracted to? Black man. We win again. We all agree we are the superheroes on Earth.
I used to play soccer, right?
Okay.
And there is not a lot of black men in Denmark.
Right.
We have a little bit, but it's not like here.
It ain't American black.
No.
It ain't the same.
At all. So, like, looking back, I'm like, where did I get this, like, itch from?
The hand is an itch. Can I scratch it? No, sorry.
No, and then I realized, like, my whole life I've been so into music, you know? And, like, MTV music videos and MTV Cribs, all of that stuff. like I think like underlining in my brain have like constantly like put that in there.
Yes.
When I then came to America, I was completely like baffled. I was like, oh God, it's ridiculous.
If you owe IRS back
Oh,
taxes
boy, it's
but can't
commercial.
afford to pay the IRS in full, there's a new program.
For America, I was completely like baffled. I was like, oh God, it's ridiculous.
For sure. What's your type?
Black guys.
You like black guys?
Yeah.
The white guys, you don't like white guys?
Yeah. All of my exes have been black. However, my last ex, who's Nigerian, cheated on me with my best friend.
Oh, so since then you've never been with a white guy?
No, I don't know what my type is anymore.
Oh my God. So let me ask you a question right now. Being a white girl, would you say that you get a lot of hate when you're in an interracial relationship?
No.
You don't get no hate?
No hate. No hate over here.
Alright, cool.
Hey, black man. I love you. I appreciate you. I adore you. Ain't nothing better than a black man to me in this world. If you're a black man, you're a king. You'll always be a king. Ooh.
Hey, this is going out to the white ladies who have dated, are interested in dating, are currently dating black men.
I recently did a post where I kind of looked at the term, the phrase, once you go black, you never go back, which is something I heard 40 years ago. And apparently there are plenty of white boys that are still using this phrase. And in fact, they like to correct it and tell me, well, once you go black, we don't want you back because we want them so badly. Yeah. Not white guys in general, but those white guys who would judge us for who we date. That is not who I'm ever going to date. Not that I'm dating anybody, but because I'm married. So I just thought I learned some things, and I thought I would share this with you. Again, this is my white ladies who are dating, have dated, or think they might want to date black men. We are called lots of things. It's depressing to go and look at all the names that we are called. Not depressing because it makes me feel bad about myself, but depressing because there are so many low life, vile humans on the planet. I mean, I knew there were some. Hello, the election. But I didn't realize they were this ignorant and vibrated at such a low level. But the one I had to look up, so I just wanted to give you a heads up on this. We are called salvage title. So people were putting salvage title, or they were putting salvage. And when I first saw it, I thought, savage? But that doesn't make sense. No idea what it meant. It means we're like a car that has been totaled. No use. It's done. So the title's been salvaged. It's a salvage title. Meaning the car is no longer viable. Yeah. So I've been compared to a toilet. I've been compared to now a totaled car. I've been compared to, yeah, they like to talk about my lady parts and how they are changed. You know, we can shoot 13-pound babies out of there, right? So you think any appendage could damage us? No, we tough. And that is the last time I'm talking about those parts on this app. Anyways, so ladies, listen. Here's what I think. I think the great part about this is these guys are showing us exactly who they are, which I appreciate because I would want to avoid the racist, ignorant, vile white boys like the plague. So, just so you know, be very open and honest with who you've dated, who you want to date, so you can weed out the losers.
Are you currently dating someone?
No, I'm not. I want to. Like, I'm searching, like, cute, like, black boy in the club. Honestly, yeah, I'm not dating anyone.
What type of guys do you like?
I like guys, honestly. They're really hot. I really like dark skin. And they're really tall and muscular, honestly, than, like, Asian people. So I'm just dating, like, black people or, like, American. I don't have any fantasy, but just the fact that they're really hot and treating me really nice, and they're thick lips.
You like guys with thick lips?
Yeah, for sure. I don't know, they're super hot with the thick lips. Just, yeah.
So, like, how did you meet your ex-boyfriend?
In the club. He was really cute and he wanted to like know me, so we just keep texting each other and just, yeah, he wanted to be my boyfriend, so that happened. He asked me out. Been to New York, 10 days ago, just for travel, so it was nice. That was my first trip.
What's your name?
I'm Julie.
What is your Instagram ID?
Julie is free, 0.
Hey, black men, listen up. This is a black men appreciation post. So, last week I posted a video about how I feel that black men are the only men that can rock out a bald look. Obviously you look great in all different kinds of hairstyles, but I said that I really think that you all look so great bald. And it got a bunch of views, and you guys made a ton of comments, and I actually made some money, and I did not think that that was going to be possible on TikTok. So thank you so much. Not only do I appreciate you for your kindness, for your generosity, for your intelligence, for your sense of humor, for your multiple contributions to society, but now I want to thank you wholeheartedly for a little money that came my way via TikTok through that video. So thank you so much. I'm going to go take my kids out to dinner tonight.
Welcome back. First of all, I start by acknowledging what many white men they don't want to admit. There's a growing number of white women who are choosing black men, and they are doing it without noise, without fanfare, just quiet decision that speak volumes. They are walking away from toxic expectations, from the pressure to outdated family values, from silent household with no rhythm, from emotional coldness, and many of them are walking straight into the arms of black men. Don't say I'm young. I see. I go online, I see, like the videos I've played to you, I see it's happening. Sometimes we say it's just for physical connection, but sometimes it's for warmth and confidence and soul. Because I had a white lady saying that when you have a black man, there's a kind of confidence you feel and your soul is at peace. It is easy to pretend this isn't happening, but the numbers, the stories, and even on TikTok videos they are showing it. You will hear white women say, I feel safe with black people. I feel safe with him. They'll say that he listens. He loves me with death. He's strong but gentle. You hear this kind of talks. This isn't just about American phenomenon. Go to France. If you go to France, go to the UK. White women are stepping outside of the expected. The global culture of white dominance is cracking. And women, the white women, are beginning to seek something more meaningful. In Germany, white women are dating African immigrants with pride. In UK, black British men are raising biracial families with partners from all walks of life. In Canada, black love is no longer limited to just black women and men. It's crossing racial. I see even in Japan, in China, but it's not always bold in public. Many white women are doing this quietly. Why? Because they know the backlash from their families. They can receive the backlash from the families, from society, from bitter white men who feel betrayed. They are doing it quietly. White men are not losing women, black men, just because of skin color, or bold, or body type, or boldness. That's the lazy excuse. What is really happening, and the reason why I decided to talk about this, is emotional, spiritual, and cultural. Emotional distance is where many white women.
When you're craving this much goodness.
He's absolutely right. And it's really about the character of the woman and what she wanted, what she desired. There are black women that come comfortably on the same TikTok and some on YouTube, and they have their own spaces for how they really feel about white men and Asian men and Hispanic men, how they like their hair, they like their style, and they don't mind telling you what they tell you if you get into a discussion with them. So the same thing that the white women feel about black men, there are black women that feel the same way about other men, and they I have made videos about that showing. So I don't see what is the problem with that. There are some white men that love like black women, you know, and that's all they date, and they have a big YouTube channel because they say they like their skin, they like everything about them. I personally have one of friends of mine I went to college with. He's white and his fiance is black, but I think she's a Haitian American. She's Haitian, and I don't know. I think they still together. I haven't heard from her. Usually, he met her a while back, so I didn't have no problem with him. Cause I always knew that since we went to college for like we went down there for like 6 months, and he always had a track between Hispanic women and black women. He just loved their shapes and everything. So it goes both ways around. Personally, I have dated white women, and really some in the past, and it's just usually what it is. It's a certain connection. There's a certain kindness that they have. Sometimes even just they don't have some that I've come across don't have this uptight attitude. Like if you speak to them or they speak to you, you know, that's where it starts at, and then you can probably, you know, break the ice with a little small talk about the weather, talk about sports or something like that. And it could be on a topic like that, and they don't have this attitude like, what you gonna buy me? You gonna use up my time? You don't get that kind of mindset from these women. Just from being, and some white women are very kind. So I believe that's why some black men end up, because you say, how can he go with it? And she's heavy set, or she's, you know, she's frail, she this, she's that. To the black women and other women and someone would say that because it's a personality, it's a chemistry, like he was saying, it's all that, and that was the same way. You know, I dated both black and white women, and you know, for a while, you know, the longer relationship was sometimes with black, and sometimes it went towards the white. And it's just that it's a certain chemistry. I can't explain it. It's just that you feel more being a man, and they allow you to be a man. Some white women, you know, we use the term some white women, because there's some white women that probably would never date a black man. They're not interested in black men. That's not their forte. They're and to the white men who have that concern, you have a segment of white women still love their own white men. You know, that's just the truth. Same way with black women that think that there's some black men that still, they trying to hang with you. But, you know, you're the very first one out of the woman group that keep making these TikTok videos, you know, saying that, and even though, no, it was just straight to the point. With the white women, she just say, I'm just not attracted to white men. That's just simple as that. You know, they just don't do for me. That's it. They didn't go into no whole spiel or why or anything like that. They just, that was just her preference. But when black women go in, it's all like he's this. It's like 5, 10, 15 different things. You know, you gotta pay me for my time. You should be in my presence because I'm pretty and I'm beautiful. Why you? And that's somehow that kind of mindset. And so, if you ever think about this, so when you see some black men go to other women, maybe if you're a black woman come across this video, there's your answer, because they have a nasty personality. Let me show you an example. This guy made this video, and shout out to his channel. And it was the same topic that was a while back. I'm just gonna play 5 minutes of his, about 6 minutes of his video. Watch what.
Go reward yourself. Go
Watch what these women say in this video, and you tell me why some black men don't say this. Watch this.
Checkers and Rallies $4 unbeatable meal deal changes everything. Your choice of sandwich plus fries, drink.
Look them right in the face, and you say hello, and they act like you didn't say anything.
You're not paying for the groceries? I'm probably uninterested because it looks like that gut was busting over. You couldn't even look down there.
Some of you all are dragging this whole black man speaking to you at the grocery store thing.
When I first moved to the South, one of the weirdest things that I had to adapt to is how strangers just talk to each other. Like where I'm from in New York, you're not supposed to look at a stranger in their eyes. It just means something different. But over time, I've actually grown to enjoy the Southern hospitality. It kind of lifts up my day when I'm greeted by a stranger with a nice smile and a hello, and I know they don't want anything from me. You usually see this from the older generation nowadays. They still have that hospitality. An older gentleman been taking some time in the house, and he finally came back outside, and he's realizing the world ain't the same place no more. Check this out.
So I just came out of Mr. Boston grocery store next week, and I got a question. Dodge had me this period of isolation these last few months, so I just want to make sure I didn't miss the memo. So what is it with a lot of, I said a lot of, and yeah, not all of them, black women in the grocery store, you look them right in the face, and you say hello, and they act like you didn't say anything. Am I missing something, or is there a memo that I did not hear about? This is Dr. Dex. Remember, Dr. Dex loves you.
I think that brother been in the house a little too long. Look, man, it's been like that for a while now, and I'm not just talking about with black women, I'm talking about people in general. Like, everybody just like, get out of my way, I don't really want to talk to anybody, I don't want no human-to-human interactions. And I can kind of understand, sometimes I go out and I don't really feel like talking to anybody. But if somebody looks at me and they say, hey, hello, or hey, good morning, I'm going to say good morning back. I'm not going to look at them and then just keep it pushing. It's kind of like if a homeless person is about to ask me for money, but they start out with, hey, how you doing? I'm not going to just walk right past them, even though I know they're about to ask me for something. I'm going to say, hey, I'm doing well, and I'm going to keep it pushing. If they say, you got any money for me, and I know I don't have no money to just spare at that time, I'll just say, yeah, right now is not a good time, and I keep it pushing. But I'm not going to treat any human like they're beneath me when all they did was breathe. But sometimes, I do not feel like speaking.
For the black lady in the grocery store who did not speak back to you when you said, hey, please understand, sir, be glad that you spoke to her and not me. Because there is a black woman that will meet you with that thigh. If you don't back your and stop talking to me. With the entitlement, the audacity, because you speak to me does not, I'm in the South too. Because you speak to me don't mean, oh, I have to, what? Men, do y'all agree with this? Women, do y'all, like, as a black woman, do I have to speak with you? Can I go in and buy my groceries and go home to feed my family? You're not paying for the groceries? I'm probably uninterested because it looks like that gut was busting over. You couldn't even look down there and see anything that you could do anything to do with. What's your purpose? Okay? Be glad she didn't meet you with that thought.
You know what I'm talking about?
Because not only did she not speak, you felt it enough, so I know you were just hawking her down, probably too, and that's this woman, and you keep looking at me a little too hard. You gonna make me uncomfortable. And don't make me nervous now.
I mean, I think this is just a man just trying to say hello. I didn't say he was approaching women in any type of way, like he was trying to get a number or anything. Just said that he was saying hello. So I'm not really sure what his gut and how he looks has anything to do with that. Like he didn't say, hey, pretty lady, how you doing? Come put your hand in my pocket and give me some change. And how exactly did we get to the point of him paying for groceries? Why does it always seem like in 2025 a man has to come out his pocket to experience anything with a woman? Like, that is so weird. This is not all women, because I wouldn't be married if that was the truth. But there is a group of women that believe in order for a man to have an interaction with them, they have to pay some type of price. How do we go from, hey, how you doing, or hey, good morning, to, are you going to pay my groceries? How dare you say good morning to me and expect me to say good morning back? I mean, you don't have to say good morning back, but I think common courtesy, that hello is okay. Like a simple head nod is all right.
But acting like you just don't hear somebody or you don't see somebody, that's just blatantly rude. And I mean, if he tries a little bit more combo or something like that, then yeah, just keep it pushing. Like, I'd understand if this was like at night in the alley, in a parking lot or something like that. But you're in a grocery store. Like, I'm pretty sure the man is not going to try to do something crazy in a grocery store. The most he's going to try to do after he says hello is try to hit on you. But after he says hello and after you say hello, you can just keep it pushing. That's it. But just acting like you don't hear somebody.
And that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying right there. What he's saying, all he did was just say hello. He wasn't trying to just say hi. Some people just, just want to make conversation. I mean, that could go all walks of life. I've been next to friends, white and black. They go up and, sometimes I really don't make conversation with people, but I'm friendly. I'll speak to them. But if they speak to me, I'll talk with them. But I just see how I got to feel the atmosphere to feel how they would. And if, I don't push my way on to people. If they don't feel like they're being bothered, I don't bother them. I just don't even make contact. But if that was vice versa, if it was in some cases with some, that's one of the reasons why. So if he come across a white woman, it's just, hey, sweetie, how you doing? And just have a little conversation. He wouldn't have got that. He probably wouldn't have got that kind of response what this woman do. And there's a lot of women like that. In fact, I was in the store today. I went to store day, and I saw a little black girl with her mom. I was walking in the dollar store, and I'm going down the aisle, and her mom, I guess she's been talking to the phone, whatever. And the little girl smiled, looked up at me, and I just did like this. I just smiled and waved at her. She's just adorable as anything. It's something that a child innocent have more innocence. Just saying hi. Nothing creepy. Just saying, being neighborly. Being godly neighbor because the child is innocent. Just saying hi. And I kept on walking. Ain't that something just as simple as that? That's it. I see you. And say hi. It's hi. And it's so pure and innocent. Too bad some adults maybe they need to learn that from their children. Just somebody always ain't trying to get and gain off of you. Somebody ain't trying to come to you ask you for some money. Somebody trying to get your number. Someone is not trying to, and that's what it is. Be stalking and creepy and I don't know and whatever. I mean, any woman goes to that, regardless of what race or color, creed. But you see how a woman like that talk. Oh, you get what I'm supposed to do? Then she starts with insults. I see your gut. I see what does that have to do with it when he just simply just said hi? That's all what he said. What's with the insults? They had to put someone down. And now, how many men gonna see women like that? And so you don't want to be bothered. So when it comes to why do men don't want to approach no more? Let me tell you now it's gonna shoot to this video. It's gonna shoot. You gotta be a certain way. You gotta be a certain look just to talk to me. Like really? I mean, you just can't be a normal, nice, decent, quality human being. Somebody gotta be super attractive or whatever. Watch this.
You're late. What do you mean? What do you mean? What do I mean? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
Are you pregnant?
Yeah.
We are exhausted of the expectation that y'all have for me.
What's up, shorty? Can I get $100? Why y'all can't just give me what I asked? This is why other races of men is doing better. Because when I ask another man of another ethnicity for some money, he gives it to me.
I was lying when you said the dating pool is full of black women are being literally bullied, harassed by white men. And y'all black just laughing.
The black girls called you ugly. So you want me to believe that the white girls called you handsome?
On this app complaining, saying that every time he goes to the grocery store, most black women don't speak to him when he speaks.
And sir, I'm probably speaking for most black women. We are tired and we are exhausted of the expectation that y'all have for us. Why can't we just simply go to the grocery store after a long day of work and not be bothered? Most of us don't even want to be in the grocery store. Most of us are trying to get in and get out, let alone trying to entertain.
Wow. You hear this? And she doesn't see this as a problem because I'll tell you something. Ladies from other races at least say hi, they're kind. They don't have that me against the world attitude like Tupac is playing right now. Why do you have that attitude? Oh, I get it, because you're being fake at work. You're not being yourself. You're not actually nice. That's the issue. Right? Because why do you take it as, oh, I gotta put on an act? That's exactly what it is. Putting on an act.
Walks up into the grocery store and speaks to white women, and all the white women speak back. And sir, if they do, if all the white women and the Latino women speak back to you, go where you're appreciated. And sir, what I'm not understanding is at the beginning of your video, you said God had you in a season of isolation. So why aren't you isolated? This is why I used to pick up on
Woo! Now that's why men are refusing. Did you hear what she said? Why would a man go out of his way to talk to that? I understand, look, if you feel the guy was, I see some women say it, so that's why I can't say all black women. This is not all. Because some, they know they gotta go along to get along. They'll be nice to a guy. If they feel he's dangerous, they'll get the number anyway. You know what? That you shouldn't do that, but if you feel that's necessary, fine. You're still being kind, still being cordial, because you get it. This is not the day and age to be having this kind of attitude. But this is why black men don't approach it anymore. Take a look at the next one.
Tell me why I saw this black man, this random black man just walking down the street, and I was like, yo, I need $125, right? And he was like, oh, I don't know you. Like, how would I just give you $125? Like, who you talking to? Not me. So I said, why you ugly anyway with your mind? I keeps it moving. I see another. I was like, maybe let me just ask, let me lower it a little bit. I said, hey, yo, what's up, shorty? Can I get $100? Once again, I'm met with resistance. Like, why y'all can't just give me what I asked for?
Degenerate mother.
This is why it's losing. This is why y'all losing. This is why other races of men is doing better. Because when I ask another man of another ethnicity for some money, he gives it to me. He doubles it, he triples it, he quadruples it.
I'm here to tell you right now, we don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
He kisses my feet. He brings me peace. He takes me out. He flies me out. I don't have those issues. This is why black men are losing. It's relevant to recording.
You can't be serious. She has to be true. She did that just for clicks and dollar signs. Had to. What do you mean they're flying you out? Like they didn't even know you. And if that is happening, stay over there. Stay. You're appreciated. Don't come here because men are not doing that. I'll tell you what. Men will do it for women that show appreciation. I repeat. Men do it for women that show they want them. Also that get on their program. If the lady gets on a man's program, he provides her the 7 nerves if he can afford it. And a lot of times where we're going, definitely can afford it.
Y'all, I have been attempting to date this past week and talk to men. And when I tell you, y'all weren't lying when you said the dating pool is full of boo and pee. The biggest things I'm noticing is that everyone is so afraid. Everybody's scared. They're filled with fear about what this next person is going to do to them or take from them. I feel like everybody is such in a scarcity mindset that they can't even loosen up enough to find the love of their life. Their own fear is going to run away the possible love of their life because they're so worried about what they're going to get taken from them. And it's like $40. It's not like you going out and you're not also enjoying the $40 and having a good time and laughing and smiling, whatever. And it's crazy because I'm so far removed from even thinking like that. I really don't understand it. For me, it's like, what are you going to do to me? What are you going to do to me? Only thing somebody could hurt is my feelings. I'll be fine. I'll get over it in a few days and be just fine. But that's something I'm noticing with the men because I'm a woman and I date men. They are so scared. And it's like, do you want to find a person or not? You're going to have to give. And I'm going to have to give too. And then another thing I'm noticing is there are like really attractive men in their 40s and maybe in their 50s, but mostly in their 40s. And you can tell they've been fine their whole life, right? They're very attractive. They got their finances together. You know, they take care of themselves, so on and so forth. And they're expecting an unscathed, unhurt, a woman that got her finances together, career, she fine, got her body together. They're expecting all of that when all they sold, all of their 20s, 30s, and possibly even some 40s is heartbreak. That's the only thing they sold is heartbreak, discord, and all the bad things, dragging women through the mud, you know, leading women on, playing in their face, your whole entire dating life. And now that you're done and you feel like you're ready, now that you've changed, you expect a woman, this unicorn woman, to come along and be like, okay, your queen is here, ready. And it's like, but that's not what you sold your whole life. That's not what you sold. What would make you think that? And then on top of it, talking about I want to have some kids. You're 45. Not saying you can't. I'm saying good luck with that. And that's a delusion because this is what I've noticed. A lot of times, I even had to check myself. A lot of times, attractive people are so used to getting what they want when they don't deserve it because of how they look that they.
Boy, these women are just something else, aren't they? You know, just, you know, you gotta be a certain way, you gotta be this way, you gotta be that way, you know, it's crazy. But basically, you know, it all comes down to personality. It all comes down to, you get to a certain point in time in life, and yeah, some men have made some mistakes, like some women make mistakes, and they recognize, and they, you know, you just have to, you learn from, when you see another good thing come your way, you learn to appreciate it more. And so, what I'm saying is this, is that, you know, it's crazy, you know. But I don't think they appreciate, you know, this goes to show that they entitlement, and it's just that they don't appreciate the men in their life. They expect, instead of going for the character, yeah, you know, you can find a person that's beautiful but when beauty comes, it's only going to last for so long. Because when you look beyond the beauty, there's the personality. Because that's what you got to live with. Looks can change over time. Some people's looks change over time because of health reasons, because of financial reasons, stress, who knows. But it's just that, you know, no one is the same person. I don't look the same when I was 20, 30 years ago. You know, it's just no one does. Everybody changes. But realistically, you know, you realize you get to a certain point, your priorities is different. When you want somebody to love and stand next to and be supportive, and and be more appreciative. You hear that in the video. appreciative. But these women, because they're young, they're pretty, they can just say what the heck they want to at somebody, and it's gonna come back there and bite them in the butt one day because they're gonna get older too. I'm in my 50s. What's gonna happen? They're in their 30s now. Them same women that talking like that, wait till they get in their late 40s and 50s. I wonder if they're gonna still have that same kind of attitude. If they do, they're gonna go on in their years, their middle-aged years to senior years, being lonely. You know why? It's because their own mouth and their own stubbornness, their own words. See, and you can have that kind of mentality, but no one's gonna want to be around you. And that's the sad thing about this. And now you see why some women who you find very attractive, guys, you see, you know it, but you see why they're single. I can't find no man. Look at their personality. They don't understand that it's the personality guy. The looks is one thing, but now they have based it on the look that I can give you my all, because I have all these other men attracted to me. But what if you have the man that has the look that you want, but has a good personality? Does he have to be toxic just for you to give in to him and stuff like that? Because that's what they expect. You gotta put me in check like you do a 16-year-old kid. Yeah, because that woman, and why would I have to wrestle with something that masculine? And entitle me, you don't get what you want, so you try to attack my manhood, my parents, whatever. Okay, you don't want me, somebody will. There's too many women on the planet, and I think that's why so many take the attitude. There's too many women on the planet. You can act like you're a goddess and queen in your own mind, but you'll be a lonely goddess and a lonely queen. And then when you finally find that attractive king that you're looking for, and you show your behind to him, oh, watch. And you think you're going to burn and pimp and manipulate him? Some women didn't end up on the good total part of the bargain. So I would suggest for women like that to stay single, because your mouth is going to get you in trouble. Your mouth is going to be the greatest. Your mouth can be a blessing, and it can be a curse. And when they make videos like this, they basically curse themselves, because even if the men have the haul with the looks, their version of fine and money and everything, at the end of the day, the ones that's fine in their eyes and money, who wants to deal with a personality and ignorant attitude like this? I don't know if I feel like I should talk to you. And what if they get into a relationship? I don't want to hug you. Get away from me. Don't hug me. Nothing. Who wants to deal with something like that? Don't touch my hair. Don't touch my shoulder. You gotta wait till I tell you want to touch me. What man wants to deal with something like that? You know, that's the most frustrating part. And so I feel bad for the ladies who aren't like that and happen to be black, and it might be some white women got the same, but there's some white women got the same attitude. That's why I say it's personality. And there's other women got the messed up attitude. But they don't understand it's your personality. It'd be more attractive if you have someone who's attractive and have a good personality. That's what draws men. That's what draws men from a 6-7 figure to a common working man. And you'll have men that really give you the world. But you gotta change your mentality. But they won't, because they're entitled. And some of these women that prey on TikTok have some serious dysfunction. You know, and if you find a guy that's an attractive white guy, that's cool. You know, but don't give him the same attitude. Don't like you give your black men later on in a relationship, because he's not gonna put up with it either. Not the Asian man, not the Hispanic man. So it's gonna come back attacking the same black women. These men ain't that. Next thing you know, they're going to be a LGBTQ, because that's what that's leading to. And you're gonna attract that type of women. Trust me, because that's that borderline feminist stuff. Trust me. So that's all I gotta say. But yeah, so that's why they end up being alone, because look what they do, look what they say. Where black men go? You destroy their you trying to destroy their confidence, their will to being a man. Why would black men want to be? Some of you that talk like that, why would they want to be around you, protect you? Not why would they want to help you now? You gotta put down your what they stomach, what they thing between their legs. And I'll be like, whoa, man, when she put them down, ooh. But what about her? So what makes her thing? So she's so proud because she can have so many men go up in her? It's insane. Her body can go and suck a light too. There's certain things on the woman, just like a man do. Anyway, guys, you guys take care, like and subscribe till next time. And hey, my advice for the women is just like, hey, you better learn from these other women how to be kinder and nice. Maybe you attract the right man and kill it with the ego and the attitude, and maybe the men that you want. So you're gonna be and get some mentally, get your mind right, and learn how to let God clean that out of you. And you'll get your king, your perfect black man, or any man. But you got a messed up attitude, you're gonna be hunting. This is just a warning. Take care, be blessed.